Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another GRT price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the GRT chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to hold above the 20-day MA here on the daily chart. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, and before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets here on the GRT chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to continue with the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that GRT from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw that massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $2.9 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices over here in a move that has now given us a low at around the $0.0518 mark in what I'm terming as the low for that higher Elliott wave count 2 to the lower side. And after seeing the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 2, whatever we expect on the long-term scenarios is a bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, where I have minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $4.6866 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do. And jumping to the 4-hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out over here, you can see that after making our lower low at around the $0.0518 mark, we started this bounce to the upside obeying the Elliott wave structures, where you can see that I'm terming that as the first wave. Then we saw this corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2, then another bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, giving us a peak at around the $0.2325 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, we started a corrective structure over here in the formation of this wave 4, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, which lies between the $0.1649 mark and the $0.1438 mark, and it is within this red target area that I was expecting to see the low for that fourth wave to the lower side. And you can see we fully maximized our target areas down here in the formation of this wave 4, and I now believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.2744 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 5 to the upside to do. And because the wave 5 to the upside is an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 5, having the wave 5, which is a fractal wave right here in red, fully maximizing our target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 5 at around the $0.2744 mark in the formation of that wave 5. And I believe we are seeing such a movement over here, and if I zoom in so that I can show you the fractal wave that we have in the formation of that wave 5, and after making our low in the formation of this wave 4, we saw this bounce to the upside, giving us a peak at around the $0.18 mark in what I'm terming as the high for that first wave to the upside, like that. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started this corrective structure in a move that has now given us the low for that second wave. And after seeing the low for this second wave, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, and once the high for that wave 3 is in, then we can expect a wave 4 and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, and getting to see whether the second wave down here has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to the lower side to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. That gives me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, which lies between the $0.1691 mark and the $0.1635 mark, which is a target area that we fully maximized and also gave us the low for that second wave. And I now believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of that bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fips to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.2404 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 to the upside to do. And for that move to also play out, I need to see a break above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which at the time of this recording we are trying to battle out, and the moment we get above it, then have the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher, see a break above the wave 1 high at around the $0.18 mark, then that will be enough confirmation that we have started that bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, and we can fully maximize our target areas. Then once the high for that wave 3 is in, expect a bit of a pullback in the formation of that wave 4, and then another massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 5. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. But in case the 20-day MA continues to give us resistance and we are unable to get that bounce to the upside, there are key areas here on the Fibonacci's that we need to continue watching, and using the Fibonacci's once more, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1. There are key areas here on the Fibonacci's that we need to continue watching: the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and that is between the $0.1691 mark and the $0.158 mark. In case we are unable to push higher, we need to continue holding within this red target area for us to say that we are still in the formation of that wave 3, and we can expect that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. But at the time of this recording, I can see we are trying to push above the 20-day MA. We are getting a little bit impulsive and we are breaking through the 20-day MA, meaning there are chances that soon we will have the support that we need for us to continue breaking through other key areas of resistances and also fully maximize our target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at around the $0.02364 mark. So continue watching the 20-day MA, continue watching the high at around the $0.18 mark, because a break above it could trigger even higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. And also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 52 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD. Here on the MACD, we had been able to print a bearish crossover here, but we are seeing a sharp decrease in the selling momentum, meaning soon we are going to print that bullish cross to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.